behave while we're shooting this video. I don't want to hear any crap out of you. Hey you guys, welcome to the cabin. We're going to start a little vlog here. Let you know about cabin life, I guess, what I know of it, what I've experienced. I've had this property for about 17 years now. I used to, when I first bought it, I brought a little camper up here, or actually a 30-foot camper with a slide on it. And me and the kids and friends and family used to come up here and camp out and stuff, and I always dreamed about having a cabin. So now I got one. I'm going to do some videos, kind of show you the trails, show you around, show you what I did, a couple of mistakes I did along the way, a couple of things I'm glad I did along the way, and hopefully it's kind of exciting. Don't bore you too much. So let's get with it. Alright, first of all, I used to have a camper that just sat here, and I had an electric pole. So I guess if you want to buy a piece of land, first thing you need is an electric pole, unless you want a loud generator. So I got AEP to run me an electric pole. It's like $1,100 about 17 years ago, if you're ever thinking about doing something like that. I had my camper in the back. We had it for probably about 14 years. Got a lot of use out of it. It just wasn't the cabin. Couldn't fit a lot of people in it. Nothing was movable. It wasn't really a comfortable place to go. This right here is awesome. I've known Henry for a while. We been back and forth about building a cabin. Once I come up with my plan, we did it, sold the camper. Basically, I had a guy come up and put me a concrete pad down. Now, I did a concrete pad because I'm going to move this cabin eventually, and I didn't want a foundation sitting here, so I thought, well, I'd rather have a concrete pad, at least somebody could park on it and camp out or whatever. It'd be more usable than a foundation. So that's why I did what I did. So I went ahead and did that. I never had this shed until about 3 or 4 years ago, I guess. And now I can keep all my stuff in it, which is awesome. I got a lean-to on the front. We just keep our furniture, our bar, our grill out. Everything stays out underneath of it. When I just had my camper, we'd rifle everything inside the camper, and it was a pain in the butt. We put all the cushions and the umbrellas and the lights and all that stuff. Now when I come here, everything's set up. Basically, I just got a carport, which is an A-frame. I just put some with the Harbor Freight. Got some tarps, laid them down. Got some gravel brought in. Buddy of mine sold me this table and chair set. I got people that give me stuff. I mean, that's obvious. Look at all these different collars, but hey, it works. Me and Henry made the bar. And if you ever want anything like this, Henry can build you anything. You just gotta know what you want. We just used metal like they put on the roof and treated wood, and we put some lights around it for nighttime, and we play CLR, we play euchre. I bought some bar stools off like Facebook Marketplace. We bring the bar stools out here, and I built a shelf in the back. That way, like, you can stand here and cook. You can put pancakes, eggs, whatever in the morning. You can grill out. You just ran electric to it and put a shelf here. That way, when I'm done cooking, I just take my fryer, put it right under here. So that's nice. And then we got our fire pit, and we got our swing, and like I said, a lot of this stuff, I don't have a lot in it. It's just stuff people either give me or I found on Facebook Marketplace for next to nothing. In my shed, I love my shed, man. I keep all my stuff in my shed. So look, we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna show you around the property. Take you back in some of the trails. I have Sarah with me. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
All right, let's do this. Now, none of these trails were here when we bought it. Me and my son come up, probably from when he was about 9 or 10 years old. We come up just on Sundays before I had the camper, and we go in the woods. All that was timbered when I bought it. I got 18 acres here, and it was all timbered. And it was a pain in the butt making a trail because we had to go through briars. We had to get all the brush and stuff that was laying down. Then we'd make a trail so far, then we'd hit a big, huge stump. So after working all day to go maybe 30, 40 feet, we'd have to back up and go around the stump. But after about 5 or 6 years, we eventually got the trails made, and here we go. We planted all these pines. I buy pines basically off the internet for like 25 bucks a piece. Mostly white pines, and then we plant them. There's some out in there. Some of those over there, the bigger ones, are about 10 years old. These smaller ones I planted about 3 years ago. And also, you can get pines from the state. I think I got pines from the state. They was about $1/4 a piece. They look like Charlie Brown Christmas trees. Back here we cut in the woods. When I first started cutting this, I just had an old Central Hardware lawnmower that was a 38-inch cut. And then I graduated to 2 lawnmowers, and then I went and saved up and bought a diesel, and then got a brush hog on it. And then I just bought a zero turn, which is awesome. If you're ever thinking about getting a zero turn, get one. I got a 60-inch cut. I can cut all this up here in about an hour and a half. It saves me about a day's worth of time. We got our deer feeder over there. We call all this trails up here that's not in the woods like our open trails. A lot of when the younger kids come up here, they can ride all in the open. And then I always tell them, don't go in the woods because it's more dangerous back here. So our open trails is like all this stuff right here, and then our wooded trails are back here in the woods. It's a little bit more dangerous.
A little bit more crazy and dangerous for the little ones.
We spotted Jason back in here.
We saw Jason back here. The little trail over there.
So this is what we call the main trail. If we ever say go down the main trail takes you from one side of the property all the way to the next. So a lot of people call this the main trail. And we'll go back here and we'll show you something. There's a bridge back here that we've spent all kinds of time making this trail, and we had to abandon it. Got too dangerous for the kids. We got big rocks. We're in Hocking Hill, so we got these big rocks sitting everywhere. This is actually a trail. We're going to open it back up. We've been closed for about 10 years, but now that there used to be a bunch of stumps on the other side, and since they rotted, we're going to go ahead and open it back up. Basically, we just call it the bridge trail, because we got a bridge on it. But all this was a handicap ramp to a house somebody was throwing away. So I grabbed it and threw it in the back of my truck, and I said, I got the perfect spot for this. So it's just to go over. This is a natural spring that runs down. And my neighbor actually tore down his barn. So he's got a bunch of wood over there. So we're going to redo this bridge, and we're going to open this trail back up. But basically it just goes here, rides on up, and we closed it because they're all these, back before this got all rotted, there was a couple stumps here and a bunch of big trees laying down, but we got all of it cut, cleared out of the way, so now we can just continue on up and back up onto the other side. Like I said, this was timbered when I bought it, so there was a bunch of big stuff laying around. date today?
Today's the 21st.
So September 23rd.
22nd.
22nd, we're in the fall now. Now this is a natural spring and it runs pretty heavy in the summertime. And it actually goes down there to a creek. We're not going to go down the creek.
No, we're not going to go down there. There's some trails leading up there. Other trails.
Got trails down there go to that.
Trails everywhere.
Trails running up. You guys want to, best way that we found to maintain these trails is we got a fence. I was at work one day and seen where somebody threw a fence away, just like a fence you put around your house. I thought, you know what? Back in the day we used to race BMX and we used to drag the tracks with fences. So I grabbed that fence and throwed like a half a railroad tie on it. Well, just a piece of it. And I dragged these trails with it. And what it does, it just takes the dirt in the high spots, throw it in the low spots, and as you ride on it, it keeps it nice and flat, which I haven't done in a while. I need to get done. It also kills the grass and everything else, so it'll keep stuff from growing on it.
Oh gosh, Dad, not this.
It's a beautiful spot down here.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is crazy. Right here. These are the crazy trails we were talking about.
That natural spring at the top is where it ends up, runs all down here. We found that pink ribbons, orange ribbons that are bright and you can see them after you make a trail. We just tie them around the trees. It kind of lets us know where you go till you finally get the tree, or till you get the trail to where it's packed down. It'll stay a trail. We're gonna boogie up. Over here, this is a 20-acre lot, I think. He built this platform, that's what he camped on, and we got pretty lucky because 3 of us bought our property right about the same time, so we all tie in our trails together, we all know each other, we all ride the same trails, so we have like 60 acres here we ride on, and we all got trails, so that worked out pretty good. We got a good relationship. view over here. That's our driveway entrance. We'll go down the driveway.
There's a trail on the other side that we use the quads to ride on most of the time, so it doesn't tear up the driveway. We have these trees we planted a long time ago.
About 10 years
10 years ago.
10 years
They
ago.
grew a lot.
These are part of the free or the 25-cent trees we got from the state. At the beginning, I think they sell them early spring, and you can get them, pick them up, and plant them. So we actually have a patch over here. We planted them. Once they got so big, we transplanted them down here, and they've been growing for probably at least about 13, 14 years. But they started off being little, small, little Charlie Brown Christmas trees. I got 1,000 of them, or 500 of them, and it was in a bundle like that. And now look at them. Temporary pole I was telling you about. I got lucky. I actually had an electric pole on my lot, so I had to get a transformer, tie it in over here, and I got a temporary pole. If I would have known this thing was going to be up here as long as it has been, I would have used a 6x6. We used a 4x4. I didn't ever dream it was going to be up there for 17 years. That's a mistake that I can tell you. If you're ever going to do a pole like that, go with a 6x6. Because you can see it's been a little bit, but it's been up there 15 years, so not sure what I'm going to do about that.
There's a back view of the cabin, bedroom window that you see, door.
Yeah, we don't use that door. I just put a door there if I ever wanted to do an extension on the cabin. That's why we got that fancy porch there. We can take it apart pretty quick.
Another bench. We have some trails that go down to the other part of the woods. Oh, we have to show them the porta potty.
We get turkeys probably every morning and every night that cross right back here. Cross right back there, and then they go down the trail, and then they come back and they cross over, and then at night they come back and they cross over again. Show me. Hi.
So this is our porta potty that we have out here.
We haven't used this thing for years.
It was really cool when we first got it, had it made.
Yeah, we made it in the garage and then delivered it down here. It's got a tile floor and a camper toilet in it, so you're not just sitting on like a bench.
Sometimes Jason hides in there.
Yeah, Jason hides in there.
Got a tree that got knocked down.
We had a bad windstorm a couple weeks ago, and it knocked down all kinds of stuff. So we're in the process of cleaning this up. Actually, we're going to clean it up and plant some pines down here.
Another bench, some trees. This is a nice little open area.
This used to be a nice little spot, and then we had some more trees that fell. So we're going to get down here in the spring and the fall. This fall and the spring, kind of clean this up. There's a hill right there, so it'll kind of divide where we're staying and keep kind of noise down for the people that staying down there. Then this will be the future driveway. Clear this out. Driveway will come down in through there. from the road right here. This will be the driveway.
This is where the future driveway will be. House back there. It's tore apart. No one lives there. This trail. That's great, guys, and it's really nice because they all link together so you'll never get lost or anything. They're super convenient and they're fun.
We planted pines in, like you can see this one right here, and then as it grows, now in later this fall or in the spring, we'll take out the ones around it, some of the dead locusts, and then we'll clear out the briars, and then we'll actually start mowing around that tree, and we'll go back in and clear it out. We still want to keep our woods, but we want to get rid of the junk that's sitting around, get it burned up and cleaned up. This is a future site here for a pole barn. We have some fun up here, man. We have some good parties. People come up, they set their campers up on the other side, on this back side, on the front side of the cabin.
The driveway.
We have bonfires. We get the potato gun out.
This is our hand washing station.
Yep, it's our hand washing station. So check this out, guys. Here's what we do. I put these buckets here, are dirty now, so it hasn't rained for a while, so they got a bunch of dust and grass in them, but I put these buckets here and I put just a little bit of chlorine pool shock in it, like liquid. I put a little cap in each one. The rain will come down from the shed here and it'll fill these buckets up. And then I'll take the bucket and I'll put it over here. And pretty much if we want to wash our hands from working or whatever, we'll just put it in there. We'll get a little bit of soap, wash it up, get right here. We'll keep this sun on, or this
Towel.
towel on the back of the chair. We'll keep it in the sun, it stays dry.
Our hands stay clean.
Yep. So hey, that's it. That's the beginning of our vlog here. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, or any suggestions, anything cool you've seen, throw them to me. Even you haters, I like what you got to say too, man. It's all good. Hey, if I got somebody hating me, I know I got somebody watching me, right? So, but anyways, that's it. Until next time,
Peace.
peace.